Lead spotted!
Simon! It's a lead! Kill it! Steady, boy! We've got one of them! Over there! There's one of them birds! Watch out for them cheeks!
It's locked.
Are you deaf? Die! It's a leech! You'll pay!
You again. What do you want?
Goodbye, Mr. Digby. Good evening, Miss Cox. You still use your husband's name, Edwina. Why is that? Are you aware?
Yes.
What can you
You can't
You
take the
loot?
whatever.
Really? Don't you think that...
Bastard.
What can you tell...
I'm a
gang member...
If you're
I'm
fair.
Since my...
That's exactly.
You're quite...
I'll.
Goodbye, Miss Cox.
You again. What do you want?
Tell me about the man you killed, Booth. What happened?
One of us had been killed, so we had to retaliate. That's the whole story.
There has to be more to it than that.
No, really, one of...
Don't you see it's an endless spiral? One day, it will be you who will be stabbed, or shot, or worse.
That's what my sweet Edwina always says, that one day I'll get it too. But she says it with the most beautiful smile, my Edwina.
Are you well...
Oi!
So, what can you tell me?
Think...
Will you not?
Yeah, well...
More of... Goodbye, Mr. Digby.
These parts will be running completely amok.
Good evening.
Hello again.
Tell me about the man you and Booth killed, Edwina.
The bastard killed one of us and received retribution. There's nothing else to say.
And your
Violent.
So you
Yes, Doctor.
What?
I don't know.
So you have no...
No one met...
Goodbye, Miss Cox. Good evening, Miss Cox.
Hello again.
Can I see what you...
As long as you have... Pleasure, sir. Been a while.
Offered a drink to the boy. Be he cursed or not, he's just another.
Welcome back. How is it?
Well, since...
You're... How could... Doctors...
Off.
What can...
No, it's not.
Who? Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
Times like these, a good drink's just as likely to... cause a problem as to solve one.
You know, it would be nice to see each other outside the pub sometime.
This situation won't last forever. After, we'll have plenty of time to plan the future.
Good thing we haven't seen Steve for a while.
It's locked, all right. Evening, miss.
Well, I never.
I'm much...
Welcome back. Some in... If that's... nosy.
What?
People don't...
You look...
This is a bad...
Times like these, a good drink's just as likely to cause a problem as to solve one.
If you're uncertain about your safety here, the docks might not be the right place for you.
I got responsibilities. And it's not like I got the money to move anywhere else anyway.
This place seemed...
We get people...
So this bar...
Yeah.
You-
Yeah.
Goodbye, Miss Cavendish.
Perhaps I should shut the turquoise for a time. Damn
I
it.
should just run as far away from...
Good evening, Mr. Delaney.
What?
Inebriation aside, do you need medical help?
Yes. I feel sicker than usual these days.
Take this, then.
Hey, Doc, you don't really want me to stop the only remedy I can afford.
Surely you...
Sure.
Sounds like...
No, sir.
Do you really think...
No, I believe...
I want to know more about your past as an anarchist, Dyson.
I'm still an anarchist, Doctor. Make no mistake. I just reject violence as a tool to change the world, unlike my comrades.
Do you still...
No,
Do you believe...
I do not believe in much.
What? Why?
Maybe.
You sound...
I speak. I'd love to.
Is there...
How dare
Why?
cynicism.
No
Let me tell you
All right.
a few.
What kind of tragedy? You lost people you...
I've lost everything.
I'm sorry, Mr...
It's okay. If you ever find the place, just leave a flower for me there. Eve.
Is there anything in particular...
How dare you?
No.
Let me tell you.
Another time... Is there any...
How dare...
Goodbye, Mr. Delaney.
Should have offered a drink to the boy.
I cannot enter.
I should have offered a drink to the boy. Be he cursed or not, he's just another lost orphan.
I think I'm losing my mind. I should just find this far away.
It's locked, all right.
Stupid beast! Die, Look at it! Vicious bugger! Bloody leech!
Enter. It's locked, all right.
You again. What are you...
Goodbye, Mr. Digby. This is Braille. I need someone.
Get the fuck out, you crazy bastard!
Are you all right, sir? What are you doing in a place like this?
I'm not sure that's any of your business.
I hope you realize that staying here will put your life at great risk.
Pah! I'm not afraid of these guards of Priwen, or whatever these thugs call themselves. I can still kick some respect into those youngsters.
I wasn't specifically referring to them, but are you really after these men? Why?
They took my boy! I've had no news since he joined that crazy gang. So I decided to come and find him myself, to get some answers.
I see. But as I said, your life is at risk if you stay here. And I'm not referring to the gangs either. You should leave, sir.
Well, this part of town used to be nicer, let's say. Perhaps you're right. This isn't the best way to save Andrew.
Are you sure you'll be able to reach the docks alone?
Young man, I am...
There is a name engraved under the blood on the back of the case. Jack Gillingham. Maybe I should return this watch to his family. Are you sure you'll be...
Young man,
hypocrites, all of them. Maggots and liars.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Why must it always be a good evening?
I was just being polite. I'm Dr. Reed. I'd like to...
Don't like questions. Or
What can you...
a shit.
Are you thinking...
Nope.
Is there no...
Well,
What's your...
I take care of...
Some...
I just want to...
You...
I lost a neck.
Do you require medical assistance?
That's something I didn't expect to hear again. A doctor concerned with the health of his patients. Yeah. I could use some help. On several matters, in fact.
I don't know which kind of doctor you're used to.
And is he...
Goodbye, Mr. Fishburne.
Hypocrites, all of them. Maggots and liars.
Damn it. I think drink no
I'm
longer
losing
stirs
my
me.
mind.
This is a slaughterhouse. It's locked. From Seymour to my beloved mother. Stella. Fishburne, that sneaky bastard. This is despicable.
I'd step back, sir. Over there! They've got to see them fancy clothes! This one's a top!
It's locked, all right.
Look lively! It's on to us! Watch it! It's a killer! Done! Oh, Christ! Vermin! It's one of them! Fuck his fast!
This place. Rain may have washed away the blood, but not the memory. My poor Mary. This is my watch. Damn grave rob. Yes. The place has changed since the explosion, but it was definitely here. I should find some way to pay my respects.
It's locked. It's locked. I have this thirst for blood.
Hello, boy.
Hello. Good evening.
Did I scare you? You have nothing to fear from me.
No, it's just that people prefer to avoid me.
Well, I won't. I'm a doctor.
My name is Rufus, sir. Rufus.
Are you alone?
I...
So you have no home? You're...
No. I'm...
This city has abandoned so many of its children.
I've known worse. I'm not all alone.
Why do you think she's so considerate?
I can't say, sir.
What?
It's all about...
What?
They call me...
What do you do?
I listen to the news.
What do...
Things have been...
Do you...
It's hard to...
Do you need help?
A real doctor caring about me. That's a first. I feel like a real person.
A real doctor treats everyone the same, Rufus.
I don't know what to say. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Are you a... So you...
No.
This city...
I've known...
Why do you...
I can't say...
What do you do?
I listen to them. Things have been... It's hard to... Things have...
So long, Rufus. Be careful. Take care. Good evening, madam. I'm Dr. Reed. Could I come in?
Why? What do you want?
I work at the Pembroke Hospital.
Oh,
The disease takes away the good people too, madam. Why not let me in?
It's Mrs. Fishburne. Stella Fishburne. And yes, indeed. Why not let a doctor in? I can't remember the last time I had a good sleep. I've been nothing but worry. I'm not sure the epidemic is what worries people most these days.
It's locked, all right.
So you have questions about the flu, then?
Yes.
Forgive my rudeness at the door. It's just my son doesn't like strangers coming in the house.
How is life around here?
Life has always been hard in the East End. But it's everywhere nowadays.
Do you think
Don't know.
violence...
And selfishness is their rotten fruit.
May I ask,
Since my husband died,
how do you pay the rent, then?
my Seymour works at the docks, just like his dad. He's very attached to the house he grew up in. It's not always easy, but we get by all right.
Did your husband...
Oh no.
The orphan that regards you as a mother. Please tell me about him, Stella.
You mean Rufus? I wish I could do even more for the poor boy. Most people are so selfish.
But you're not.
Years may have passed, but I haven't forgotten how it feels to go through days with nothing but an empty stomach.
I believe you may find this necklace of interest.
What is it? I don't understand.
It's a gift your son was hoping to give you. but I'm afraid it links him to the nearby murders.
You mean this belongs to one of his victims? Jesus. I knew this day would come. Please, Dr. Reed, accept this for your trouble and leave me be.
This day? You mean you already knew? Are you buying my silence? I will not be an accomplice in this.
What? No. No. My son's crimes distress me more than...
Your son's gone way beyond simply bullying people. He has a taste for blood, and you know it, don't you, Stella?
One night, he told me straight up, in his own words. It was several days after one of his... episodes.
Did Seymour tell you everything?
More than I could stand.
Why did he...
No.
Stella, I know you are ashamed of your son's crimes. So why do you protect Seymour?
I can't report my own son, can I? Not a burden I could bear.
Burden? How do you mean?
They'd hang him for sure. I won't send my only son to his death.
The situation will only get worse. Someone has to stop Seymour.
If someone ever found the courage to speak to the police, I will take my share.
Tell me about these demons Seymour needs your help to fight.
Seymour used to be such a happy child, and he is still a helping son most of the time. But when he gets angry, he can hardly contain his rage.
All men and women are born innocent, Mrs. Fishburne. But there can be a monster within any of us.
Do...
There is no cure for murder, Miss...
There ain't no hope, then. So...
Goodbye, Miss Fishburne. Take care of yourself.
You've explained so much.
Evening, Rufus.
Evening, Mr.
So long, Rufus. Be careful. Take care.
Am I really cursed? You've explained so much.
I cannot enter. Good evening, Mr. Fishburne.
Yeah.
Why is your mother protecting you, Seymour?
I'm her son. She's the only one who knows me. Sometimes I think she knows me better than I know myself.
I understand you love her, but can't you see the awful situation you've put her in?
Do you think my mum would have a better life if I were dead? She seems so sad to know me sometimes.
I don't believe death is the appropriate sentence for murder. Not in a civilized society.
Here. No justice to be found. In these parts, revenge is the only answer.
Tell me about your victims, Seymour. Who were they? Why them? Was there a link?
Why should there be? They just kept getting on my nerves at the worst times, that's all.
How many? How many victims?
It's not like I keep records. It happens when it happens.
You feel nothing, do you? No empathy for your victims at all?
You seem pretty calm yourself, don't you?
We're not talking about me.
All right. Well, our calm's the only thing we have in common then.
Did you take pleasure in killing them, Seymour? All those people, all those lives extinguished.
I take no pleasure from it. Just gives me peace. Stills the anger. For a time.
This rage you feel, have you ever been able to control it? Resist it?
I tried. For my mum, I tried for her. Telling the truth made me feel better. For a while.
Don't you think you should seek help? Talk to someone you trust, someone who cares about you.
No. And don't dare speak about me to your colleagues either. Keep your mouth shut tight. Especially about my mum.
Do you require medical assistance?
I'm fine, thank you.
Goodbye, Mr. Fishburne.
Without the wet boots keeping things straight.
Good evening, Miss Cox.
Hello again, Dr. Reed. What do you want?
Tell me your feelings about Booth's belief in monsters, Edwina.
It makes him look weak in front of the boys. That's my feeling about it. but ghosts don't scare me.
You don't believe he really saw something, then?
I don't care what he saw or not. All I know is that a real man keeps his fears...
I managed to reach the mass grave in Southwark. It was not pleasant.
Spare me the details, Dr. Reed. All I want to know is what happened to those bastards who owed me money.
I'm afraid those bastards, as you call them, are in the mass grave.
Dead? Shit. That money would have been useful. Well, I'll tell my boys to avoid the place if it's that dangerous.
Yes. Everybody should avoid that place until further notice.
Okay then, Doctor. It looks like you deserve your reward after all. The Wet Boot boys thank you for your help.
Can I see what you have to sell?
As long as you have money, I'll show you all I have. The sewer dog's fault, they say. Then the gangs, the epidemic...
You again. What do you want?
So, what? Well, yeah.
Oi!
So, I saw... I know you believe monsters are real, Booth.
They are. I know, I saw one, but no one believes me.
Tell me what you saw.
It was a few years ago. Clay Cox was still the boss then. He'd sent me to the shipyard to find out who was stealing tools and ropes at night.
Go on.
First I thought it was an old lady with a limp. It looked frail and crooked. Then I saw it grab a bloody beam and lift it like it was a stick. I shouted. It looked straight at me.
Do you know what it was?
It was all eyes and long teeth, but I couldn't see its face. I shot at it when it moved towards me and I hit it. And then it jumped and vanished in the shadows.
You could have imagined all that. These docks can be so gloomy at night. With the fog and the wind and the boats creaking.
No, Doctor. That night I saw the fucking sewer dog for real. It's not a beast like the stories say. It's the ghost of an old woman. Bullets can't stop it. But no one believes me.
Are your friends mocking you?
Even Edwina told me once to never speak about it, but I know what I saw. And it wasn't a human. Not human at all.
Goodbye, Mr. Digby.
For now, everything seems under control, more or less.
It's locked.
You still working at this hour? That's what I call dedication.
Sabrina, tell me about your true feelings for your boss.
I love Tom. Not ashamed of it. Don't care if the customers joke about it neither.
Does Tom love you?
Yeah, but he's always reluctant to take it further. It's not because I'm younger, or because of the colour of my skin. He hates jokes about us.
Who's mocking you?
I mean, we're always together.
Goodbye, Miss Cavendish.
Should have offered a drink with a boy. Be he cursed or not, he's just another lost orphan.
Good evening, Miss...
What?
Goodbye, Mr. Delaney.
I hope I live long enough to see them wet boot boys get what's coming to them.
I cannot enter. It's locked, all right. Good evening, Dr. Tippett.
Doctor...
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Since you're not afraid of dying, do you believe in life after death, Rakesh?
No. I believe we must do all the good we can while alive.
Do you think you would...
I don't think so.
So,
No.
you're a wise...
No, Doctor.
Do you...
As I...
Quite depressed?
Yes.
A poor...
Yes, sir.
Who...
I'm very...
What kind...
With the quarantine...
Please show me.
Of course.
It's locked.
It never ceases to...
This is despicable.
Oh my god! Shit! It's a killer! Over there! There's one of them burning! That's what you do in the
I can't believe I'm doing this. I cannot enter. dear sister. I don't know if I have the strength. I have this thirst for blood.
Matthew.
Are you all right, Miss Shun?
My name is Xiao Shun.
I do apologize.
Yes, I am.
Are you on?
I have...
Sadness can be a...
Thank you for...
Tell me how your husband died, Xiao Shun.
Matthew died of the spat...
At this time, there is so...
The worst thing is...
Did he hide his condition from you?
Matthew was a smiling type, a happy sort. Everything that I am not. Did he laugh at his death to come?
The Spanish flu may be the worst disease mankind has ever faced. What?
You don't understand.
As harsh as this sounds, we are all
I never said goodbye to Matthew.
Have you...
This part of...
Are you a...
No, I am not.
I'm a physician.
Why tell me this?
No. But I...
May I ask what caused the death of your sister?
You could say...
Thank you for sharing that with...
You realize...
Why?
But you're not dead.
You sound like...
Let's just say...
Please accept my condolences for your loss then, Dr. Reed.
You should go home now.
I think you're right. Cemeteries are for the dead, for they need silence too. Thank you for your honesty and your wisdom, Dr. Reed.
Thank you for your company, Xiao Shun. Take care on the way home.
Maybe I'll see you again in Whitechapel. Goodbye for now.
Goodbye for now.
You know you can trust me. Why have you not spoken to me?
Since I can't reveal myself to my mother now, I must find a discreet spot to attend the ceremony.
I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. We commend unto thy hands of mercy, most merciful Father. The soul of our sister departed, and we commit her body to the ground. Earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Why kill my Mary and stick her here in this cold, god-awful place?
These are the legal requirements for the epidemic, madam.
Oh, Avery, I feel so tired. Please take me home.
Yes, madam.
Oh, Mary. What have I done? If I could only change one thing. One thing. This is a nightmare.
Jonathan, there is nothing you can do but accept it.
What brings you here?
I thought you could use the company. I am so sorry for your loss, Jonathan.
She was a good person. Vibrant, full of life. She was kindness incarnate, my Mary.
You're a good person, Jonathan. And a young Ekon. A newborn cast into the night without so much as a candle to guide your way.
She had been scouring the most dangerous parts of London in search of me. And it led to her death.
Jonathan, don't.
I still hear her last thoughts. They echo in my head. Her mind shattered, and it haunts me.
Jonathan, stop. Listen carefully. You must come to terms with this. You must learn to live with what happened.
How can I? I've destroyed my family. My poor mother. I can't even console her.
Don't you see? You're doing the work of our enemies, feeding your remorse. We are weakest when we grieve, and the guilt blurs our senses.
And so this is why you're here. To warn me. You felt this pain yourself. You too have endured this.
I don't want to lose you, Jonathan. I've lost so many friends. Loved ones I cherished. Pray for Mary's forgiveness, if you must.
Thank you, my lady. I will.
Good. But be careful. If I found you here, others may too.
What should I do then?
St. Mary's Church is not far from here. Go there and make your peace. Find the solace you need.
My lady wants me to confess.
No, Jonathan. It's you who wants to confess, I think.
It's locked.
And off to church he goes, a newborn seeking divine consent to lick the blood from the soft and pointy crown.
Who are you? Make yourself known.
Newborn, you reek of guilt and pointless compassion. Shed your skin, forget your old weaker self.
What do you want from me?
Ascalon does not approve of lone wolves who bring unwanted eyes to our pastures.
So your name is Ascalon?
Ascalon's will is vampire law. Learn them, abide by them, or I shall return as your judge and jury.
These immortals try my patience with their plans and unsolicited counsel.
Yes? What is it that you want?
I'm sorry to disturb you at such a late hour.
No worries, my son. I'm still quite awake, having just returned from a funeral.
Yes, I know. I've forgotten what I wanted. I don't know.
May I help you, child? You seem somewhat perturbed.
I haven't the strength to cross the threshold. I wish to pray, to cleanse my soul.
The church is shut by order of the bishop. But I'm still the vicar of St. Mary's, if that is any use to you, my son.
You seem to me a good soul, Vicar. But this is a personal matter.
There are no secrets from God, my son. If your heart needs comfort, consider me your chapel. For I can be as silent as stone.
I've words for one departed. They're not for living ears to hear.
Your eyes burn with rage, yet I see the pain that lies beyond. I am here to lighten the burden of all God's creatures. Whatever you tell me is between us and the Lord.
Very well, priest, as you seem quite adamant.
Open your heart, my son. Tell me what burdens you. With whom do you wish to speak?
She was my sister.
You seem so troubled by the loss of this girl. What happened to her?
It was an accident. A terrible, terrible accident.
I see. And how are you feeling, my son?
I feel responsible. The pain is consuming me.
I have a final question for you, my son. This is of the utmost importance.
Ask your question, Vicar.
What would you like her to know?
I killed you. There's no excuse. My dear Mary, forgive me.
You have been heard, my son, and your burden will lighten if your words are sincere. Go in peace now, and live your life in the way she would have wanted.
Whatever happened on this dock is between my sister and I. It does not concern God at all.
Don't know what. Good evening, Doctor.
Have you any...
I'll never...
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
Can't you just look the other way this week, Joe? Come on, we can sort it out, right?
It's not my call, Baron. You pay one way or another.
Please, Joe. How long have we known each other? We even used to be neighbours, for Christ's sake.
I prefer
Good
not
evening,
to-
Harry. May I come in?
Sure. Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
So, may I ask you a few questions?
I'm not bothered. What could be worse?
Do you need any medical help, young man?
Yes, I do. I feel so tired. I don't know if it's the epidemic.
You'll feel better with this.
I'm not sure.
Have you any...
I don't.
Goodbye, young man. Take care of yourself.
Even my dreams are soaked with gloom.
Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid. Cheap price, good quality. Come on, take a look.
Hello, Mr. Petrescu.
Yep.
Do you need some help? Well, I think you do.
Read.
Goodbye, Mr. Petrescu. Good evening, Benjamin.
I'm afraid.
You don't seem well.
Oh,
I can try to...
Whoa.
Have you any...
A visit.
A gun, alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible cocktail, sir. Goodbye for now. How are you?
I'm not your...
Do you need assistance?
Please.
There you go.
Very funny.
Have you heard any?
Yes.
Goodbye, young man.
no child of my making. This is your doing. You made me this creature. What are you? I am the land. You are our champion. You selected me, chose me, as shall my children yet to come. What is it you seek? This age is sickly. An ancient poison, an older rage, brewed in a cauldron newly forged. This has something to do with the epidemic. Seek truth, my champion. Defeat the serpent of knowing with iron spur. I've had enough of others making decisions for me, pretending to know how I should feel or behave.
So the vampire who made me is some sort of disembodied entity? Or was he just projecting this vision in my mind? Maybe Edgar can help me with this one. Good evening.
Doctor...
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
I thought last.
Good evening, Milk.
Good evening, Doc.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Doctor.
Jonathan, my sincere condolences for your loss.
Your kindness is much appreciated, my lady.
Is there anything you require?
Are we condemned to attend the funerals of all we love?
Dying is the final act of life, Jonathan. With time.
As a practitioner of the medical science...
We are no longer a part of the circle of life.
I spied my mother at the funeral.
No, Jonathan. And I'd advise you even...
Are we then condemned to lie to those...
We are creatures of deception.
But what if I was close to someone and wished to tell them that...
Fear, loathing, disgust.
Goodbye, my lady. Until we meet again.
If there's anything I can...
Goodbye, my lady. Until we meet again.
Damn. The pain.
God protect us. You've got a leech in the hospital.
Yes, my hospital. My mission is to heal while you go about warring.
You've set the table for a snake. I wonder why there's venom in your food.
I'm growing tired of your song. You're a woodsman, McCallum, not a doctor. Return to your hunt.
Remember, I've a good nose for machinations. I can flare the scent at a mile. You can't hide from the god.
Leave him, Jonathan. This is sacred ground. Neutral territory. And I just had the carpet cleaned. By the sacred stole, this is very bad news. Bad news indeed.
What happened?
The hospital has been attacked. We have injured patients, at least one dead and several missing. This has spiraled out of control. Even the most infirm are asking to be allowed to return home.
We cannot have the people lose faith in this institution. This hospital is their only hope.
Of course, you're right. But we cannot afford a public scandal. It would ruin us. We must restore order, and quickly.
You mentioned a dead patient. Who is he?
She, Jonathan. She was Miss Harriet Jones. I found her room like a slaughterhouse. Blood everywhere. The duty nurse is taking care of the mess.
Very well. I'll help you.
Jonathan, please. I can't rely on anyone else. And this concerns you as it involves vampires. Someone has taken advantage of our more liberal tendencies here.
In what way?
Jonathan, I may turn my head when you or her ladyship indulge, but I will not allow this place to become a nest for street feeders.
Please then, tell me.
Sean Hampton, the man we thought we'd saved at the docks. It seems he was infected after all.
So Hampton became more beast than man.
Exactly. And now Guard of Prewen suspects the hospital of vampire activity. Do you realize what that could mean for us?
Rest assured, I will protect you and your staff.
McCallum is a fanatic. The Guard will stop at nothing. You don't know what they're capable of, Jonathan.
Very well. Since I brought Mr. Hampton here, I will put an end to this.